5:42 in the morning. Got my first cup of coffee. I've been trying this thing out over the last week or so of getting up extremely early, starting my day and getting a few hours of work done well before the rest of the day begins. I have had so much productivity in these first few hours of the morning. It's been insane. I'm also using this time to try to get two things done at the same time. I'm trying to hit email. I'm trying to go through any type of small little project that it needs my focus and attention. And I'm also trying to listen to a podcast or an audiobook simultaneously and try to get as much out of these few hours as I possibly can. It's dark, everybody's asleep, I'm not being interrupted with phone calls and text messages, and I'm really trying to not focus on any social media. So this is just straight work for a couple of hours. I think I have enough. I'm supposed to be getting on a conference call with Facebook in just a few minutes, but I think I've got enough time for a quick cup of coffee. So over the last week or so, I believe it was about the last week, so I don't want to pretend like I'm an expert on this or anything, but over the last week I have been focused on getting up earlier. I've always been an early riser. Well, scratch that. I've not always been an early riser. Since probably at least the last 4 or 5 years, I have been intentional about getting up early, and over the years I've done different things, like I've done exercising. Hey, Facebook's calling. Hello, this is Chad. Can you tell us a little bit about the new scheduling process that we're doing?
So when someone calls in, we look at our feature dispatch right here. It tells us how many jobs we have in schedule for tomorrow and waiting to schedule for the next 2 days, basically. And our goal is to try to fill up this second day out. Obviously, in this case, we have a very low schedule tomorrow. So we're actually trying to schedule things out for tomorrow instead. Yeah, and one huge thing that's helped with that is that we have a same-day service technician who handles anything that comes in that day. So that helps us to basically protect our schedule. Now we have a much better ability to give a technician ownership of his jobs and say, these are your jobs, can we get these done? So we're getting more jobs done.
So as I was saying earlier, this last week or so, I've really been trying to focus on getting an earlier start to my day. Not necessarily being in the office earlier, but actually getting my day started earlier where I can take advantage of some real quiet time. One of the things that I struggle with, and I've heard this from a lot of other people, is that especially when you're in a growing organization, a growing business, is there's a lot of demands on your time throughout the day. So scheduling things and putting things on your calendar, setting aside time to focus on certain things that you have to be a part of or certain things that you have to handle yourself is very important, and it's a hard thing to grasp. And over the last several months, I felt like I just let that get way out of control and way out of hand. And I've been pulled in a lot of different directions, and I've not had enough time to really focus on the things that I need to focus on, put the attention towards those things. But I do get involved in a lot of conversations. Earlier today, I had a really great conversation with Thomas and Mike. We were talking about some of the future of our training programs, got involved with some discussions on our new website that we're working on designing. So there's a lot of things that you can get involved with throughout the day. And so all of those things are equally important, but you have to focus time for the things that you need to work on as well. So oftentimes we get so caught up in the day-to-day things that need to happen, meetings that need to happen, conversations that need to happen, things that need our attention and focus, that our personal development, our personal learning, and those things take a back seat. And what I found was that I couldn't find time during the middle of the day to add that in, so I had to schedule time at some point for that. And in everything, I feel like there's a season, and in this season right now, I felt like it was either stay at the office later in the night and take away time from the family, or get up in the early morning hours when no one else was awake and take that time for being able to get some things accomplished. So that's what I've been doing. I have been able to listen to an audiobook and make my way through that while going through email, working on documents, working on things that don't require me to verbally communicate with other people. It allows me to kind of shut off the social media aspect. It allows me to shut off a lot of things that don't need to take my attention away, but I can focus it solely on working through checklists, working through to-do lists, working on things that I need to accomplish. The benefit from it in just a short period of time is I have seen so much productivity. I have been able to get through things that I have been procrastinating on for months. I've been able to accomplish them and get that process through in a very quickly and timely manner. So I'm really excited about it. One of the downsides, I believe, is that it really does take focus to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:55, 5:30, whatever time that process is. When that alarm clock goes off at 4:55, it's a battle to determine if I want to get up or not. But all in all, I think it's a great tool. I think it's a great advantage. I think that it's something that I can really utilize to my advantage over the next several months to progress in a way that I really want to focus on. So that's what's happening right now. Man, the next couple of months are going to be wild and crazy for us here at Loc-Doc. It's the final 2 months of the year. That means we're going to be chasing lots of projects, chasing lots of things, but also really getting our minds in preparation for 2019. We had an amazing 2018 so far, and it's not over yet, but we've had an amazing 2018, and we're really looking for some additional great expansion and progression in 2019. And so what we do in the next couple of months is that prior planning as we get prepped for 2019. So I look forward to bringing you more and more information about that over the next couple of months. In the meantime, I've got to get on my computer because I have a couple of job offers that I need to send out. So I'll see you tomorrow.